Hello everyone! I hope you're ready to do a Zentangle practice sheet today with me, Misty Groot. Alright, let's get started. You're going to start out with what I told you to gather already, a white piece of paper. And what you're going to do is start by folding it in thirds, long way. So the easiest way to do this would be to take the piece of paper from the edge and fold that edge right to the section that divides now the other edge with the folded edge. You're going to do that same thing on the other side. So then you should have 3 even sections. If you need to watch that part again, please pause, rewind, rewatch so that you can actually see what's going on. Then you're going to fold it in half the other way. My dogs are freaking out. And then you're going to fold it in quarters. So you should be able to take the edge and fold it right up to that middle line. You're going to do that on the other side too. So my hands are dirty because I was doing a lot of drawing a couple minutes ago, and so there's still graphite on the edge of my hand, so that's why the lines are showing up really easily. But what I want you to do is pause, because you do not have to draw the separation lines, but if you're having trouble seeing the folded lines that separate those sections, you can draw these in, but it's not absolutely required. Okay, carry on. If you would like to, you can draw these separation lines in between the sections, but again, you don't have to. And all this does is gives you a better visual separation between each section. So if you take the 3 sections from top to bottom, and the 4 sections that we created from side to side, or I guess the other way around, 4 sections top to bottom, 3 sections side to side, then you have 12 sections. Alright, in the first one of those sections, what I want you to do is copy and repeat the following pattern. I'm going to show you step by step at least 3 times. Alright, first thing you're going to do. You ready? You're going to draw this funny angled teardrop shape. Okay? Now, inside that teardrop shape, you're going to draw a little teardrop shape. And then you're going to draw another one. And then you're going to draw another one. See how easy this is? So easy. And then, from about a third of the way up from that corner, you're going to draw another one, but it's going to be on the outside now. So you saw the other ones were all on the inside. These are going to be on the outside. And it's creating this kind of layered effect. Okay. Now you have this nice kind of sweeping pattern, and it's kind of interesting. It's sort of simple, but I'm going to do that a couple more times while I explain to you sort of the idea of Zentangle. So if you're unaware of what Zentangle is, it is essentially pattern drawing. Alright, it's pattern drawing that's meant to be soothing and relaxing. It's supposed to help you clear your mind of stresses and troubles and just really anything that's going on that's not helping you mentally. So this is something that a lot of people do to relax. It's a stress reliever that a lot of people use just to help them calm down and deal with the things that are going on in their lives. So Zentangle is a calming pattern drawing process. Okay, so again, with these little teardrop shapes, the first 3 are inside the main one. The last 3 are outside the main one. And you can make more than 3 inside and more than 3 outside if you want to make it even more advanced. It's just, there's really only 3. Oh, I actually added 4 on that one. Did I do that on the other ones? No, I did not. Oh, I did on the first one. Okay, it's up to you how they look, but they should look like that. Alright, you're going to use the first section and draw those. Alright, in the second section, you are going to copy and repeat this pattern. Alright, so again, we're starting with a teardrop shape, but this one's going to be different. You're going to make kind of an S curve sort of a thing, going from the top, curving down to the bottom, and then you're going to connect those 2 lines. Alright, copy this. Alright, and then this is just a matter of filling the space in with very specific lines. So again, you're going to make another S curve, very similar to the first one, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That one's not as much of an S, just because now it's just filling in the space. And then with that area, you're going to copy the line that started that space just over and over again. Now, I missed a couple sections, so trying to fill that in properly. Alright, simple enough. What do you think we're going to do in the last one? Awesome. Lines that all just go right to the very point of that teardrop shape. Okay, and that's it for that one. So again, I'm going to show you a lot more of these. And actually, it's going to be a lot of these. So what I'm going to do after I show you the first 3 is I am going to speed it up quite a bit so that it's more of a time lapse and you don't have to watch so much of a video. So I'm just going to start with a couple of them, a couple of those basic shapes, and I'm going to follow the same design. Now, I flipped my papers because it just seems like it's going to be easier to draw for me this way with the point of the teardrop facing up. So you're seeing it from a different angle now, but I like it because it kind of looks more like a flower at this point, or like a flower bud. So however you want to create your pattern or how you want to draw your pattern, I still want you to be copying this one into the second square. And when you're copying these into the square, I want you to fill the square, okay? I want you to fill those sections with these patterns. Now, you can draw them big-ish, but you should be really filling as many of these as possible into each of those squares. You know, don't just keep them completely separated like I have, because if you keep them separate like this, it doesn't create kind of that pattern effect that we're looking for. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we move on and we kind of go into the time-lapse zone of this project. I'll start overlapping them and I'll start really filling the space. Okay, so that's that. For those 3, now you should be, again, filling in your second section with these, okay? Alright, so now we're going to go a little bit faster, speed up the process. I've got this 4 times faster than it actually is in real life, so you can just see I'm doing this really, really quickly, and it's just because I've sped it up. So again, you're making that teardrop shape, you're doing that S-curve, and then the line that connects the S-curve to the other part, those extra S-curves, those little curved lines, and then the lines that radiate from the point. So you're just filling it in. And now you can see that I'm overlapping it. I'm filling in that space, and I'm really creating this interesting pattern. And then now I'm actually filling in the area around the pieces with some black space, just by coloring it in dark in between those areas. So I'm going to slow it back down again so that you can really follow along, but this is kind of what I want you to do in those sections. Same thing with the first one. If you didn't completely fill it in, fill it in, okay? Alright, now, last thing for today, in the third section, I want you to copy and repeat the following pattern. This is a completely new one and it's totally different. It's more based on a geometric design. So the first couple designs we did were very organic. They had a lot of curving lines. These are going to have a lot of straight lines and a couple curved lines as well. So you're going to start by drawing 2 parallel lines, which means that they never intersect. They just run side by side. And then a zigzag line between them, okay, connecting those lines. Then, inside each of those new triangles, you're going to create another triangle connecting to the outside original lines. Understand? Hopefully? And just follow this along. So now, what it should look like is our zigzag is actually 3 lines, technically zigzagging between the original 2 lines. Okay, now that was it for the geometric lines. Now we're going to start adding some organic lines again. And organic lines are lines that are curvy or curved. They're natural, same as organic sounds. It's natural lines. Geometric lines are straight, angular lines. Okay, so we're right in the center of the triangle, and we're just connecting the sides of the triangle with a curved line out from the center. And you're just gonna fill as much as you can all the way up to where it runs right into that first line, or those first parallel lines. Okay? And that is it for that one. So just to recap, for today, what we're doing is folding your paper into 12 equal sections, copying pattern 1 into section 1, copying pattern 2 into section 2, and copying pattern 3 into section 3. Please feel free to rewind the video, restart the video, do what you need to do with the video so that you can complete the assignment. Okay, bye.